I'm watching my own living room breathe without me. Music pulsing through walls that still smell like fresh paint. My mother's hand on the doorframe like she owns it. My brother's wife laughing too loud, heels on marble I paid for. The camera timestamp blinks. Calm, unforgiving. I don't shout, I don't call. I lean back in a hotel chair, loosen my tie, and let the laughter spill through the speakers. It's a strange thing, realizing betrayal doesn't always come with a knife. Sometimes it comes with a cake, balloons, and borrowed keys. I built that house to be quiet, a promise to myself after years of noise. I'd learned early that love in my family was conditional, useful only if it obeyed. My mother trained us on obedience like it was prayer. My brother learned to wield it. I learned to survive it. When I bought the land, my mother smiled too fast. When I showed the blueprints, she nodded like she'd already moved in. I told her no, softly, clearly. She heard me, she just didn't accept it. There was a time I believed proximity was love, that letting them close would make them careful. I remember my mother teaching me how to keep secrets by punishing me for telling the truth. I remember my brother learning that charm could replace consequence. I remember his wife, new then, asking questions with her eyes, measuring what could be taken. The signs were small: a missing decorative bowl, footprints on a clean floor, a neighbor's message, "Nice party last night." I didn't confront, I archived, screenshots, logs, dates. Control doesn't come from anger, it comes from patience. The night I saw the footage, I didn't feel hurt, I felt clarity. My mother pouring wine like a queen in a borrowed palace. My brother's wife posting stories, careful to crop the staircase. Friends I'd never met leaning on my counters, calling the place hers. I smiled then, a quiet, private smile. "She does whatever I say," I whispered to the empty room. It wasn't a boast, it was a calculation. I called my lawyer the next morning, not to accuse, to prepare. I changed the access codes remotely. I notified the insurance company of unauthorized occupancy. I sent a polite email to the homeowners association, attaching dates, footage, faces. I registered the house as a short-term rental, temporarily, just long enough to establish a paper trail that didn't include family. Then I waited. My mother called first, her voice sweet, rehearsed. "Why aren't the lights working?" I apologized, blamed a system update, promised to fix it when I returned. My brother's wife texted next, a lie wrapped in concern. "Someone tried to get in, so scary." I replied with a single word, "Noted." The party didn't happen again. The silence grew heavy. That's when people start to panic. I flew back a week later, walked into the house alone, every trace gone but not the smell, cheap perfume and entitlement. I sat at the kitchen island and watched the final clip, my mother saying my name like ownership, my brother's wife nodding like agreement. I invited them over that evening, all of them, no explanation. They arrived nervous, overdressed. My mother took the head of the table by habit. I let her sit there. Power feels heavier right before it's taken. I didn't raise my voice. I turned on the TV. Footage filled the room. Dates, faces, laughter. My mother's smile froze. My brother's wife went pale. No one spoke. I slid a folder across the table. Inside, notices, fines, a cease and desist, a civil claim for unauthorized use. I'd already filed, already won the first round. "This isn't about the money," I said, my voice steady. "It's about permission." My mother tried to cry. I didn't look at her. My brother's wife tried to bargain. I smiled. "You thought the house made you powerful," I said, "but it only made you visible." They left quietly. No shouting, no apologies. The next morning my phone buzzed. A message from my mother. "I don't recognize you anymore." I typed back the truth. "You never did." I changed the locks permanently, changed the will, changed the rules. Now when I walk through the house, it's silent again. the kind of silence you earn, the kind that doesn't ask permission to exist. Betrayal taught me something love never did, that control is a language, and I finally learned to speak it fluently.